Welcome back for another week of red hot earnings. Yes, 5 of the Mag 7s have reported, or really 6 because Tesla went the week before. So you think it's kind of boring, but no, 1,500 companies are reporting this week and a bunch of hot names, some in the AI trade, but we're going to take a look at restaurants and retail. What's going on with the consumer? It seems to be a concern now after Chipotle's earnings. But will it be for these others? So I pulled out only five out of the 1,500 as I always do. But let's take a look at these key 5 hot stocks. Okay, the first one is advanced micro devices. Yes, NVIDIA hasn't reported yet, but we are going to hear from AMD. You can see it's a number 3 there. And I wanted to look at the price consensus and EPS surprise chart, not just the surprises, because I wanted to see what was going on with earnings with all of these companies. And this is my favorite chart. And as you can see, look at the earnings. It is an earnings all-stars. No misses for 5 years. Very impressive, especially with AI out there kind of messing up things a bit for some companies, but not for AMD. It's very well managed. And it is telegraphing to the analysts what's going on with the earnings side. And then these lines represent what is going on with the earnings. And for 2025, you can see some separation here in between 2025's line, which is that blue line, and 24. And 25 expected to be up 18.7. But this is the big separation here, jumping 54%. And it's going to need it because the shares are, soaring to all-time highs here as well, finally busting out. But it's trading at 65 times. I don't think anybody cares on these AI trades what the valuations are really like, at least for now. They don't care for now until they care. But for now, it doesn't seem like they care. But will AMD bring it enough to justify this big breakout? We will see. So that's ticker AMD. We always just called Advanced Micro AMD. Now let's take a look at the restaurant side. It's a little bit different picture, but McDonald's, as you can see, Zax is a rank 4. That means the analysts are getting a little more pessimistic maybe going into this number. But it has a very good earnings surprise track record too. I would put this in an all-star-y type category. It had the 2 misses here in 24, but you have to go all the way back during the pandemic really to see anything else in the red. So very good earnings surprise, as you might expect from a company like McDonald's. Now, what is going on with earnings here? We are seeing earnings growth, but 2025 just 5.1%, and then 26, this is the lines in between here with this light blue line, 8.4%, but you can see 27 is looking a little bit more bullish here, but the stock is kind of stalled out, waiting to see it. Investors have heard from Chipotle and some of the others, and now they're a little nervous about whether or not McDonald's can execute. 24 times is the PE, so that's not cheap. That's actually fairly expensive for a slightly lower growing stock like McDonald's, single-digit earnings growth. So what will they say? Is the value menu working? We'll find out. That's McDonald's MCD. Then let's switch it back over to tech with one I haven't talked about as often here, Qualcomm, ticker QCOM. It is a number 3. Look at this kind of crazy chart. It is an earnings all-star. It only has this 1 miss going back in 2023. So a great earnings surprise track record, but the earnings came way down in the 2022 sell-off, but even 23. But now we're starting to see an upturn here. So in 2025, expected to be up 16.3%, but 26 is the light blue line, and it's basically right on top of the other one. So no growth expected in 2026, not what I was expecting to see when I took a look at the earnings side. They did just announce that they are rolling out this rack scale performance and memory capacity for the data center AIs. And so this is like a complete AI system. And you can see the surge in the stock here off of that news, but it's nowhere near its 24 highs. Can it get back to that? And can this earnings outlook look a little bit better? It is actually still cheap on a PE basis, trading at just 15 times. Who knew you could get one of these tech AI plays at just 15 times? But you can with Qualcomm. Will they be executing? We will see. So that's Qualcomm, QCOM. Then let's switch over to another area that is very kind of interesting right now on the retail side with Ralph Lauren, ticker RL. And it's got the number 2 rank. That might be surprising to you, but look at this chart. If I just put this chart up and didn't tell you it was RL, wouldn't you think this was a tech company, some kind of AI play, right? Look at its earnings track record, no misses going all the way back to the pandemic. Even this year, no misses with the tariffs going on. Tariffs are a big issue with all of these retailers. Where are they getting their product from? Can they mitigate some of those tariffs? Will they be passing along the costs to the consumer? Will the consumer be willing to pay? We've heard from some on the retail side, or that's just really impacted by the tariffs, making products like Newell brands, saying that they did raise prices to try to pass along the tariffs, but the consumer is pushing back. Will they on RL as well? We will see. On the earnings side, expect to be up 21.6% this year. 2026 is another 9%, but look at 27 also getting bullish. And those analysts, again, are getting bullish even entering into this number. I'm not sure what to make of this, but it's at the highs, trading at 21.3 times the forward now. That's not real cheap, but not super stretched if it's really going to do this earnings growth. So a lot going on with retail, and this is one of the big names to watch this week. It's Ralph Lauren, RL, and we'll see. Now, I'm going to finish up with a small cap AI play that's getting a lot of play with those who are looking for these hidden small cap stocks. And this is Innodata, ticker INOD. Its name kind of tells you all. We see the number 1 rank there, and Innodata is global data engineering, and it's using AI because it believes AI and data are linked. So it has this data software and platform that uses AI. And you can see 4 big beats in a row. We now have some analyst coverage because that's the thing. It's got a market cap of only just 2 billion. So that is a small cap, but analysts now starting to cover it, and it's still beating big. But earnings expected to be down 12.4% this year. That's this blue line. And here's 24 over here. And then you do have a big gain for 2026, up 39.7%. It has a really high PE of 96 times. With this recent breakout, it's off a little bit off of those highs, but we've got the 4 beats in a row. So I'm calling this an earnings all-star too, since we don't have any data going before that, and they're huge beats. So will it do it again and justify this big breakout that we just had? That's the same question I'm having with AMD and the others. Will it be executing? We will find out. So this is a small cap AI play. On the data side, INOD is the ticker, red hot, and we will see. So I'll be tuning into all 5 of these companies, and I know you will be too, and I'll be tweeting out many others because, as I said, there's 1,500 companies reporting this week, including others in the restaurant side. We'll have a few other retail. We'll have super micro on the AI side as well. So you don't want to miss a single one of these videos. Be sure to get them. Be sure to get all my tweets. You can get us on X, just under my name, Tracy Reineck. You can also get me on StockTwits. Get me there. I'm tweeting out a lot of charts on StockTwits, and also on Blue Sky. I'll be tweeting out as well. And as always, be sure to subscribe to get all of our videos. You can get the top stock picks of the week in addition to the Earnings All Stars and the Zach's Market Edge podcast, where I'll have even more stocks for you. And I've been covering all these AI names, and now that they're reporting, I'm going to be covering them again. So you don't want to miss a single thing. Get it on YouTube. Just go to Zach's Investment Research on YouTube, hit subscribe so that you don't miss anything and get those notifications. So when this video rolls out, you get it right away. And as always, I'm here all earnings season, bringing you these hot charts and whatever else interesting is going on. So get us again next week. Join me here for some more top earnings all-star charts.